Hello everyone, this is Nick from Open Ended Games, and today I want to show you a little things to be working on for a while now, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be very excited about these. It's an online character creator and character manager, and I'm going to show you how you can create your character in less than probably 5 minutes and also manage it online. So without further ado, let's get on it. Just before we start, I want to just say that this is still an alpha version. We're gonna open up soon for beta testing, so look out for on our Discord channel for a link where you can register to become a beta tester. But today I just want to give you a quick preview. From the character manager, this is the page after you log in. Here you can see already I created 2 characters. We're gonna create a new character. Here we have a list of steps, which are the same steps that are the core rules. I'm going to start by assigning my character some stats. Just going to really quick. And then I'm going to move to the keen. I think I'm going to do let's go with a star elf. So when we scroll down, here we have all the information about star elf. And immediately we can see there's some traits, some special traits that require immediate attention. So the Star Elf has the Star Blast, which requires to have the bearing as the highest stat. So this is what it's marked here, and we can either manually adjust it manually, or we can auto swap it. So I'm going to auto swap it. And from here, the next step, we have a lot of the ages, so we can assign our 2 ranks to kin spellers. Then we're gonna move to the culture. I think I'm gonna do a fee, and from here we have of course all the information about the culture or the wealth level that is assigned to the to this culture, and here we have we can assign our additional ranks that the fee give us. So I'm gonna just do detection and movement of nature, and then we can choose our outfits that come with the culture. I'm gonna wear a nice silver embroidered silk clothes, short sword, loot. And then I can choose my sidearm. I'm gonna go with let's go with a arming sword. Then we can choose our vocation. I think I'm gonna do a wizard. What stats? Select. I don't remember my stats. No, let's go with the rogue. Maybe let's go with a dabbler. Let's go with a dabbler. They need a little bit more love, our dabblers. Here, the dabbler required to assign a first choice, second choice. We're gonna go with we choose an arming sword, so I'm gonna go with blades and ranged. From here, we can assign our development points. I'm gonna give 1 to, and you can see at the top left here automatically tells you how many are the remaining development points. You can trade cross categories development points. You can choose your specialty skills here, and I'm gonna choose blades and range. You can see here you can have you see immediately your total bonuses, and then I'm gonna do hunting, athletics, and wandering, and let's do perception. You can never miss perception, and let's do a little songs and tales and body. We have 3 development points assigned to the spell lore. So I'm gonna choose illusion. I'm gonna choose movement of natures. I'm gonna suns and lights. Actually, no, I'm not going to choose movement natures because I already chose it when in my culture. I can see here, so I'm going to do Eldritch Secrets. Of course, you can also use common spell lores. Backgrounds. We can select 2 backgrounds. So I'm going to go with Ancient Heirloom. So here, ancient heirloom, we can configure our heirloom. We select our item. We're gonna go with, let's make our arming sword as ancient heirloom. We're gonna call them Moonblade. Moonblade, and we're gonna say there is a very long story behind this item that I will tell you another day. And we're gonna choose that this is gonna give us a +10 skill bonus to blades. Save the selection. Our heirloom is configured. We can add another background. Let's go with let's go bottle hardened. Of course, here it tells us exactly what it does. We have to describe an impressive scar somewhere in our body. A long scar across my left forearm. We only have 2 background points, and we assign them. Here you can see that it keeps track of your background points and passions. I'm gonna just copy whatever is here. Wild as summer storm. My loyalty is to the king, and I will find the origin of my Moonblade. And we're gonna call our character Hassan. Here we have further option. We can select our achievement. I'm just gonna go with the suggested one. Basically, these are the one that come kind of default on the core rules, but you can also, of course, customize them if you want. Here you can customize them, and if you want to start a higher level, we can already choose character progression, or if we want to have already a milestone assigned to our character, we can do that as well. But I just want to have my character level 1. We can either print our character sheet, which I'm going to show you in a second, or we can move to the next page. Now here also we have further resources. There is a grimoire. We can see, we can browse all the spell lores that tells us what it does. So we have a quick view of all the spells. Here we can manage our equipment that we right now have. Remember that, you know, by the rules, we should at level 1 we should have characters that have whatever starting equipment they have. So, but if you want to add manage your equipment here, you can do it. You can make equipment maybe have special properties, and here's equipment catalog. But this is where you add the items. The other one was where you can actually make them give them special property. And also we have a forger here that we can create our item of powers with different level of affinity and whatnot. So we're done. Before we move on, I'm going to show you that we can print our character sheet here. This is the character sheet I just created. Hassan, level 1. Here are the passions that I selected. Here are all the stats. And here there's the new character sheet we just published today. You can see that everything gets breakdown for what you have. So you have all like this key information about your special traits and your backgrounds in one spot. So it's easy to make sure that we use them in game. And here we have our total hit points, our defense. These are the weapons. You can see that short sword and moonblade. Moonblade, it's our ancient heirloom, and parentheses there is what it's based on, and all the different features of the weapon. Here we have encumbrance level, and here are what are the items that I'm wearing. The location now are on the left, and on the right you can put all the items are in that location. Here are spell lores. Automatically everything is calculated, the magic points are calculated. Additional spell, it's in case we have spellbound items that have, I don't know, an item that is a daily use, you can put it there. And here is our magic item, so my Moonblade, which is an answered heirloom. I've already spotted a bug that I have to fix. And there's a +10 item modifier to blades and based on arming sword. And here we have our experience point tracking. So at this point you can either print it, or which I like to do often with my character sheet, or you can just move on now to the character sheet manager, which is this page. You can see up here we have our name and our culture, kin, and vocation. I can still export the character sheet by clicking here. Here I can change my name. On the right we have the level. You can increase or decrease the level. And here we have all our information, our passions. So we can add passions if you have one more than 3. And here again a recap of all our backgrounds and special traits, more detailed. Our stats, and here we have like 6 total tabs, and the first one is skills. So any skill we have here we can roll it. And so you can either roll it without selecting the difficulty, and it gives you what are all the difficulty for that roll. So for example, here we roll a 96, which is open-ended. Lucky me, first roll is an open-ended, and we add a 38 plus the 35 the right, and any of this difficulty would be a success, except for if it was insane, it would be a partial. We can either select here what a difficulty we want to keep track of, like I'm going to record this right as a standard roll, and I can confirm it. Or if we right click on it, we can configure the roll. So it's just, this is a little bit more, this is a bit longer. We can put a manual dice if people like to keep track of their manual dice rather than roll it in game, in the character sheet. Here the situation modifier, and if you want to put any note about what kind of roll you doing for what. Now here total modifier preview, again I see a little mistake because it should give you this 25, so this is something I need to fix, but again this is still alpha. So when you roll here, so we select as the standard, so it's a success. What else we have here? Here you can see all the dice or the roll are tracked. We have our save rolls. So if I have to do a save roll against a 30 difficulty, it tells me that I'm failed, like me. If you right click on it, you can configure it the way you want it, and keeps track of so the star elf is a +10 versus cold, because the mortal special trait, so it's a conditional because it happens only versus cold, so you can check it here in case you want to use it, and adds it to the roll. Then we have the magic. Here are magic spell. This is a spell roll doors. If you click, you can see all of them. And here we can roll the spells. If of course we will be the right level, we can also warp them. And here's all information about the spell. I can cast it, and partial success, choose consequences, spell and effect, and no MP cost. Right. And then we have combat here. We have our 2 weapon we've selected. So we have our Moonblade and our sword. Here I can configure the attack. So we have the enemy defense, parry, target, medium armor, light armor, no armor, should be default no armor. Enemy type, in case we need a critical reduction. If we spend any dry point on this scene, so we can keep track of it. And any additional bonus, or if you want to make a now I want to show you that if I make a good roll, there you go, then we can roll the critical in it, and it tells us everything we need to know about it. And then we have our equipment and travel. Here we have our equipment, the source of it, extra information, and here the magic item. We can forge extra items here, and animal companions in case we have animal companion. Let me show you that really quick. Let me see if I can get round C done, and we're gonna call them round C. No, we're gonna call them body. And here, kind of the pre-filled, you can change anything you want, and save companion. And these, of course, also get exported in the character PDF that I showed you before. So here, from here, we can export it, and you will see it there. But here we can manage the locations. Coin pouch or rucksacks are the two location extra that comes default with the level 1 character. And we can also add our points here, the experience points, and that's it. Oh no, actually that's not it. I want to show you one more thing. Now, I've been developing bot for Discord that all this character sheet information are going to be linked to. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So if I go on my Discord channel, I have here my Discord channel right over here, and I can show you. I'm gonna use another character that I have linked. You can link them from the character manager, the first page I showed you in this video, and I can roll an attack roll. So this is Sindel. She's another character I have. She also has a Moonblade. I'm short of idea for magic items. And so if I roll with a Moonblade, I can choose the armor type. So I'm going to go with no armor. Target defense, we're going to put 0 because I want to show you that you can also roll critical in here. And I'm going to add a situational bonus, so I'm sure that we're going to kick in a critical. But so situational bonus, we're going to give her 80, so we're sure that she's going to hit with a critical. So if I press enter, she rolled a 5. So let's open and low, so she's not lucky. Let's do it again with the Moonblade. Yes, with Moonblade. And target defense 0. Perfect. Now, Moonblade, it's base, I don't remember which blade she uses a base on, but she has 2 type of critical. So she can roll a cut or crit or pierce. So we can go with the cut. And here she rolls 26 plus 50, total 676. So cut to the side of the ribs, 12 damage, 6 bleed, minus 10 to all action, and stunned. So as you can see, you can manage everything here. You can manage your wet level. You can manage all the information about your character. And here it keeps track of all the rolls that we're making. And that's it. This is going to come up soon. And thank you very much for watching.